Alright, you guys, welcome back to another edition of Mail Call. This is the 50th episode, and what a better way to kick it off than with a package, not from Amazon, but from Ringside Collectibles. We got some brand new figures in here, new Mail Call, got a new knife to open up these boxes, so let's go ahead and start. So here we go, we've got the box completely cut open, and in here we have some new figures. I'm almost sure you guys will know what this is. So let's start it off with the Elite 44 Big E, completing my Elite New Day. Just take a look at that head scan. This is the best figure we could have opened with on this new Mail Call. Booyah! We're going to take a closer look at that, of course. Next up, we have the one and only Chris Jericho from the first ever WWE Elite Legends bonus wave. This is very cool. New Jericho, new attire. Once again, of course, just like Big E, we will take a closer look at that. And then finally, had to save the best for last here, because the last figure in here is the boss, Sasha Banks, also from Elite 44. So we've got these three now. Let's go ahead and stack them all together. We're going to take a closer look at each and every single one of these, but first, let's get into the first part of your guys' videos that you submitted to be on episode 50 of Mail Call.
What's going on, guys? It's Gage 15. My favorite episode of Mail Call was episode 20. It had so many good figures in it, like the John Cena, the Finn Balor Elite, the custom Finn Balor Elite, and the custom AJ Styles. That was my favorite episode of Mail Call.
Hi Ryan, I just wanted to say I've been loving the past couple episodes of Mail Call. My favourite episodes are probably 20 and 23, because in 20 it was the Balors, and the one custom Balor and the 41 Balor, and the custom in 23, the Jeff Hardy that you got for BW Figs. I thought that was really awesome. I love watching Mail Call because no many of my friends collect figures. I think it's kind of childish, but I don't know, I like it. I think it's cool. So yeah, just keep up the good work, and yeah, choose me!
Something interesting that I want to know before we actually get these guys open is that you can see they have the brands on top, and for all three of them it says Raw, which coincidentally all three of these people were drafted to Raw. So is that a coincidence, or were they told? I'm sure it's a coincidence. I'm not going to start any Mattel conspiracy theories. Here we go, let's start first with Chris Jericho. So here we go, we got Jericho here, like I said, first ever WWE Legends bonus wave, and we've got some other people in the set. We've got the re-release Elite 23 Undertaker, we've got the re-release Elite 19 Shawn Michaels, Legends Kamala, Legends Ultimate Warrior, and the first ever Magnum TA, and we've got a brand new Jericho with a new deco. It is a reuse of the Elite 20 mold, but like I said, we will get into that, but let's get this guy opened up right now, and I was looking forward to this. I didn't even think that they were ever going to make this Jericho attire, because he hasn't worn it in quite some time. And I do think the boots say 2016, but we will once again get a closer look at him. So here we go. We've got Jericho now. And of course, the first thing that we'll talk about is his accessory, which I do believe is the same light up jacket as the Elite 20. But this one actually, unless, this just looks like it's painted. So it looks like the lights are painted on. If I am correct, I don't believe this is the glow-in-the-dark version. It is a rubber, so it's going to be tough to get this guy out of here. But, hey, you know what? They actually did use a much softer rubber this time. I just realized that. It was very easy to get Jericho out of here. So that is awesome. And here we go. We've got Chris Jericho out of his packaging. Let's get him all adjusted, because the jacket makes his arms all weird. So here we go. We got the two head skins. We got the Elite 20 on the left and the new one on the right. Well, they've used this head scan before, but I am a much bigger fan of the Elite 20. This one just doesn't, I don't know what it is. I just don't see that big of a resemblance to Jericho, but you know what, it's fine. I'm just happy they gave us this attire, because I'll probably end up head swapping this. And he's also got the purple tights, rather than any other Jericho that we've gotten before. So on it, it says Y2J with some wing designs, and it says 2016. I thought when they first released this, it said 2015, and that would have been a little bit annoying. You can't really tell. It looks like 2015 here, but 2016 here. I don't know if that's just the font and it's confusing, but he's got some black designs going on the sides, and then he's got the Y2J logo in the middle as well. He's got some small knee pads. Thank you, Mattel, for using those. He's also got the kick pads with the Y2J logo on them as well, with the neon blue and the light up design. And this is a very cool Chris Jericho figure. A lot of people do not have the short tights Jericho, so if you're looking for one and this one you see it, definitely get it. It's awesome. I don't know if that's a, now that I see it, I don't know if that's a paint flaw or what, but he's just got some silver on his wrist tape. I don't know what that's about, but still, like I said, very cool figure. I don't know which one I like better. I think I still have to give it to the Elite 20 Jericho. I just love this design. However, come back to me in a month or so after I've used both these guys, and I'll tell you which one I like more. Also, to note, he still does not have his tattoos, which I'm not expecting because I do believe they are copyrighted logos, so Mattel's not allowed to use them. However, this Jericho is very awesome. Let's move on to someone else. Finally, we have completed our Elite New Day, so let's go ahead and get Big E out of his packaging. This is the final figure that they are releasing in the New Day's matching blue attire in terms of the Elite figures. They have already released basics in all of these attires, if I'm correct. But here we've got Big E, brand new Elite 44, which is very cool. Got mine from Ringside, which I think I already mentioned, but let's get him out of the case. This guy, oh my god, this guy is a very, very big figure, of course, because he's Big E, which makes sense. And he's got his jacket on that he always wears, which is, I think it's a softer rubber, but I can already tell by looking there are some paint flaws, which seems to be something common with a lot of these New Day figures, but no big deal, it's just his jacket. He's got some white and blue flame designs with a black outline. He's got a blue stripe going all the way across. The flame designs continue onto the back of the bottom of the coat. And he's also got the New Day symbol dead smack in the middle of his back. That almost rhymed. So we're going to go ahead and try to take this off him, get a closer look at Big E himself, because this face scan has got to be one of my favorites that I've ever seen. It is so funny looking, and it looks like Big E, and it's perfect that they use this expression rather than something boring, which I love about all the New Day Elites, because this is really, really awesome. Brand new head scan for him, and I love it. He's got the blue singlet, which has the matching designs, basically, let's see if we can get them all together, as the rest of his New Day buddies, blue, white, and black. Nothing on the back, that's surprising. You would think that there'd be something on the back. And then he's got the New Day logo also in the middle, and I do believe that this is the same mold that they've been using for him. I'm not 100% sure if it's the Elite 32 or the Elite 26. Whatever it is, it works. You know, I do like it. He does have the ab crunch. His legs do go out pretty far, which is awesome for him. So the articulation, it looks like it's a little bit better than his past figures. And then he's got his blue singlet going down, and then some black boots. So finally, I have completed my Elite New Day, which is just awesome. This is just a great package set together. If you can get all three of these at any time and you're impatient and don't want to wait until next year's WrestleMania for that Bootios 3-pack, then get this one, because these are absolutely awesome. I love this. I love New Day, and I definitely recommend that you get these figures. But let's move on to our main event of this unboxing, of course, that being the boss herself, Sasha Banks. Before I open this, I gotta say this figure looks really cool in the packaging. I like the pose they did, and this is actually my first time seeing it mock, I think, because it seems like they didn't even release images of it mock until it actually came out. So this is my first time really taking a good look at it mock. Didn't really get a closer look online, but here we've got Sasha Banks, of course, from the Raw brand. So let's get the boss open. I'm so excited for this. I did skip on that basic because the head scan was atrocious. So let's see if this one is any better. So of course we'll take out her jacket, and then we'll get the actual figure, oh my god, out. And it looks like she already lost both of her things here, so let's go ahead and take a closer look first at the jacket, which is not cloth. That would have been awesome, but it's got a lot of nice detailing on there. This material right here, the little dots are all sculpted on. rather than painted on, which I think would have looked weird. But it's also got SB near the buckle so she can wear it, and she's got a collar, of course, and some cool designs on the back as well. And she also has, I don't know how we're gonna get a focus on this. Okay, this is gonna be hard to do. Let's try to get these on. These little are they brass knuckles? I don't know what you would call these, but the things that she wears in her entrance that say, of course, legit boss. I'm not gonna be able to get them on at the moment, but let's see if I can just put them in my hand and you can see what they're made of. They are just like some really dull bronze plastic, no paint on it at all. It's got some sculpting that say legit boss, but nothing crazy on those. And then I completely forgot also that she came with her Kanye West style glasses that do fit on her, and I hope they are not hiding a terrible head scan. So boom, you got the Sasha Banks glasses, and she also comes with this chain. I don't know how the hell we're gonna get this off, but it is very soft material. Let's see if we can try this way. Okay, we got it off, thank God. So now we can take a look at the actual figure finally, right? So here we've got the head scan, and I do like it way better than the basic. I think it looks way more like Sasha Banks. You know, it's not the best. The digital mock-ups look way better, but still, you know, it does look good. And she's got her pinkish red hair, which also does look pretty good. Then looking at her top, which is sculpted, those little silver things on there, those are all sculpted on, and it's half orange, half white with a black strap going towards the back, leading to the design on the back as well, which is also sculpted. A lot more of the orange and white design going down her arm. This is not sculpted on. I wouldn't really expect that from Mattel because it does go into the elbow joint, but it is painted on pretty well. No bad paint flaws so far. And then she's got what looks like a little elbow pad or an arm sleeve that also matches her attire pretty well. Now onto her tights. She's got this little design here with the silver, I don't know what you would call that, or I don't know how to describe that really, but she's got this orange belt going all the way around. And of course on her back it says legit boss. That looks really good. She's got more designs going around, sort of matches her belt kind of design. And then on her knee pads, which are painted, of course, orange and white. They are half orange, half white with some black trim. And there's a little bit of design that actually leads onto the knee pads from the kick pads, which say Sasha Banks. This is a very cool figure. This might be my favorite Diva figure that, hold on, women's figure that I own. It's very nicely made. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get this on. This is probably going to take me around 10 minutes, but you know what? We can try. This is Mail Call episode 50. We got to put it on if we can. Oh God. I finally got it on after 10 minutes, and this figure is absolutely badass. Get it. If you see it anywhere for retail price, or maybe even a little more, get it, because in my opinion this is close to the perfect Sasha Banks figure. The head scan is much better than I actually anticipated it to be from what I've seen. The original pictures they posted just looked awful. So here we go. We've got Sasha. This was a very good unboxing from Ringside Collectibles. Let's of course move on to something else.
Hey Wadfigs, you should choose me because I'm a really big fan of Mail Call and your videos, and I watch you every damn day of the week, and I really like your videos, and my favorite one has gotta be Mail Call episode 33, because you get so many figures and they're so cool, and I think it was your birthday, right? It was really cool. I really liked your episodes, and they're the ones who got me inspired in collecting figures. So choose me, Wadfigs, because I'm a really big fan of yours, and I am subscribed. So choose me, please. Bye.
What's going on, Wadfigs? And this is my entry, I guess you can call it, to be on Mail Call episode 50. And my favorite episode of Mail Call has to be Mail Call episode 6. The reason episode 6 is because you're so excited. You're like, I've been waiting for this figure for so long, and you thought it was gonna be the Elite 37 Rollins, and then it actually was the Roman Reigns, and you're like, oh well, you know, that's still cool and all, but you know, I just thought it was funny, and I think it was the first time he got swerved on Mail Call, and you know, I liked it, and that's my favorite episode. And you also got the Scott Hall and showed off your Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens, and yeah, so that's my favorite episode of Mail Call. Wadfigs, thanks for having this contest thing, because I love Mail Call. I watch it every week /daily / whatever you call it. So thanks, peace out.
What's up, guys? I'm here to make my Pick Me video for Wadfigs Mail Call episode 50. Go ahead and make your own videos. And my favorite episode of Mail Call was episode 41. Not only because it was a really, really cool episode, I actually was in it. I had a trade unboxing where I sent him my Elite 38 Roman Reigns and got this sweet Rocky Maivia in return. And yeah, guys, that's about it. So, this has been my Pick Me video.
Alright, you guys, here we have a package from eBay, and I also have another package from eBay coming a little bit later on. So, here we go. We've got 2 loose figures in here. I believe that, yeah, this is the package. Okay, so, there we go. We got this opened up, and as you can tell by the back, I don't know if you can tell who it is, but we're going to open up this bubble wrap now and get these guys on out of here. So here we go, and the first figure is the Drew McIntyre basic that I was referring to, I think, in one of the mail calls where I got my Drew McIntyre, and we are going to be swapping the head scans with the Elite 8, so that's awesome. And next up, we have this purple Justin Gabriel figure, which I actually just realized as I was talking to my friend BW Figs. I mean, you could literally just make an Elite Justin Gabriel custom out of this Jericho, but I will not be doing that. I'm going to be leaving this as a basic because the attire is actually really awesome. But like I said, we're going to be swapping the Drew McIntyre head scans. Where are you? Here you are. We're going to be swapping these 2 head scans. This one obviously has the beard and the ponytail, and I just see more resemblance in this head scan than this one, so let's do that. Alright, you guys, so for this fix-up, we're actually going to be using hot tap water. Now, mine is very hot. I know some other people might not. Their tap water might not be as hot, but for me, it's good, so here we go. We're just going to place the 2 head scans on top of each other, run the water, and let's hope that this works. Alright, I believe we're good now, so let's pop this head scan off. That was easy. Sometimes hot water can be a lot easier to use than a hairdryer. For a hairdryer, it might take a little bit longer, but here we go. Now the time to swap the bearded head scan on. There we go. And then, of course, we will put on the Drew McIntyre basic head scan, and let's go ahead, head back to the room, and take a closer look at these fix-ups. Alright, you guys, so here we go. We got the fix-up done. I gotta say that the Elite looks really, really good. I like this head scan way more. You can also tell that the basic is very inaccurate with the height. And I was just thinking about the basic, and, you know, I could just leave it around, but I was contemplating on making another custom Elite Drew McIntyre, possibly with my Wade Barrett using these knee pads. I'm not sure yet, because I do want to do it, but I don't know. It's just, I'm going back and forth right now on whether or not I should use my Wade Barrett for that. But like I said, we did this for the Elite, and this looks a lot better. Love this head scan. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do this head swap. I'm sure people have. However, the Drew Basic on eBay is pretty cheap. The Elite you're going to have to pay a little bit more for. But this fix-up is definitely worth the price. Alright, you guys, so I made the second McIntyre or Galloway custom using my Barry Windham that I'm just not going to do anything with. And, you know, I do think it looks good. However, I just feel that it would look way better if it had the bearded head scan. But it also looks really good on this body. But, yet again, this head did also look good on the original body. So, I'm going to swap it back, and then I'll see how it looks, and then we'll see where we go from there. I swapped the head scans, and I mean, I like them both equally. I mean, I do like the custom more, obviously, because I just made it. But the custom looks so much better with the bearded head scan, and I don't even know why. I mean, yes, this is a better McIntyre head scan, but the other one also looks really good on the Elite 8. But I really just enjoy how simple this really was. No painting at all, just a knee pad swap and a boot swap. And, yeah, the torso, you know, it still is accurate. McIntyre is a really big dude. I think both these torsos work fine for him. I do like this one, though. It's not really an updated Galloway or McIntyre or whatever. But I do enjoy it, so let me know down below which one you enjoy. Should I swap the head scans back? Should I turn that back into Barry Windham? I don't know.
Excuse me, Wadfigs. This guy right here, his name is Wadfigs, aka Ryan. You know, I'm a big fan of him. And you know, my favorite edition of his thing called Mail Call is probably when he got the NWO Wolfpack, Kevin Nash, and many more figures that he had. I really liked it, and you know, you guys should follow him. So yeah, guys, bye!
I love Mail Call from Wadfigs. It's made me happy that I still love wrestling. Being my age, I still love wrestling, and I still love collecting figures. It makes me enjoy doing that still. And not only Mail Call, but all of his videos. All of your videos, Wad. And if I were to be on Mail Call, I would probably end up running around in circles saying, "Get wrecked, scrubs, I was on Mail Call." And I would also, you know, might cry, probably won't though. And my favorite episode of Mail Call so far is episode 39, with the Elite Series 43 Kevin Owens, which is right now my current favorite figure that's out. So, hope I'm on Mail Call. Even if I'm not, it's still awesome to have your channel in my life, Wadfix.
Guys, this is the 50th episode of Mail Call, right? So I mean, what would an episode of Mail Call be without a couple of packages from Amazon, if you know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got one, we got two, we got three packages from Amazon. All of these are... Don't you fall on me. All of these are from the same set, so we're gonna go ahead and get these open. We'll get this weird one open first. Here we go. This is weird. Alright, and in here, if he would come out... Ah, God. It is the Paul Bearer Build-A-Figure Neville, and this packaging is huge. I don't know if that's just me, but this packaging is way bigger than I actually expected. I don't know what's up with that, but here we go. We've got Neville right there, and then we'll do the smaller one first. We've got, I'm assuming, two more in here. This is a bigger box, unless one did not show up, which would just ruin this whole entire part of this video. See how much easier it is to have a knife that actually opens packages rather than my smaller one? Oh, I'm sorry, there's two in the other one. In here, it says it's from Unforgiven, so unless Rusev was at Unforgiven, this has got to be Chris Jericho. But then why does this say WrestleMania 30? Because Neville was not at WrestleMania 30. He didn't even debut until like a year later. So there we go, boom. Flashback, Chris Jericho. And then we got the big one, who I'm assuming Rusev and The Undertaker are going to be in here. So let's do that. Get this open. Yep, they are. Thank God. I was actually worried. Okay, here we go. My Neville just showed up, and these other two, I don't know why this isn't a plastic case or something, but we've got The Undertaker, and we've got another basic Rusev. This is like my third that I have right now, and it's actually getting annoying, because I don't need so many basic Rusevs. So if I ever do a giveaway, you can guarantee I will be giving away some Rusevs, and this is just going to completely ruin the card, but I'm not a mock collector, so this doesn't bother me. There we go. Boom, got him out in horrible condition, but feels like, I mean, I've been wanting this Paul Bearer figure since they announced they were doing one at, I think it was like Ringside 2013 or 2012. I think it was 2013. They announced that they were doing the Paul Bearer Build-A-Figure series, and then it just never hit the US, and it only was, I believe, in the UK and maybe some other places, but never in the US. And then they announced this series, which I couldn't find for the life of me, and not even online for cheap. I did pay a little bit overpriced to get these, but you know what? I think it's worth it. I need a Paul Bearer. I need to put him with my Undertakers, with my Kanes. So, we're going to unbox every single one of these and, of course, review them and then put Paul Bearer together. So I guess we can start first with the figure that I care just least about, and that's this basic Rusev. Like I said, I already have 2 other basic Rusev, so this is just not necessary at all. But however, it comes with parts I need, which is the torso and the jacket. And I think we are gonna actually leave this in, but let's just take a closer look real quick at this torso, which is the same mold as the Paul Heyman torso as well. However, Paul Heyman did not come with a black jacket, so that's why this is different. And then we've got this. I mean, I literally, like, I don't care about this. I could throw this out and it wouldn't bother me at all. But I think it's a different attire. I don't care. It's a basic Rusev. What am I going to do with it, right? And next up, we'll open up Neville, who I have the elite of this. So, once again, this isn't anything special to me. I mean, I might need some Neville parts down the road, so maybe this is good, but probably not. Let's get him. Let's get the arms out first, and then of course we'll build Paul Bearer with all of his parts. Here we go. Boom. There's Neville. He has the head scan from his first basic, not the Elite 41, I think it was. He's got some the wrist tape that he has, and also on his Elite 41 or whatever. Purple tights as well. Would have been cool if this was the red attire, but maybe it's too soon to do that. And it's basically just the same mold as his basic, really. Same parts. Open in the back gray knee pads, those are awesome. We got the black tape. Cool. And of course the purple boots. Or the purple and black boots with not a, oh, I thought the ankles. The ankles, they do move. The lines are pretty sloppy on the boots. However, it's Neville, so, you know, I guess it's cool. And next up, we will go ahead and open the Undertaker, the man who probably has most to do with Paul Bearer in this whole entire wave. Unless there was a Rusev and Paul Bearer storyline I'm not aware of. And that would have been awesome, too, because Rusev's amazing. So, goodbye, case. Hello, Undertaker. And we do have... Oh my god, they really got this in there. How the hell? There we go. We got the legs over here that are not broken, thank God. And then here we have the Undertaker, and this is not, I mean, it's a cool figure, but this is not a new head scan. They've used this head scan many times. I do believe this one just is painted with black facial hair rather than brown. And you know what? It does look way better in person than I anticipated. In fact, I actually really like this Undertaker head scan now that I'm seeing it. I don't know if I'll be swapping it onto any of my takers, but, you know, this will be cool to have around, I guess. I also get another elbow pad, large one, that's awesome. Got all of his tattoos, and he's got the white demon or devil design on the sides. It's a basic Undertaker, not much to it. It's a cool figure, though. So, yeah, there's Taker. And finally, who I'm hoping is the best in this set, even though, yes, it is a basic, we've got Chris Jericho right here, so we will open him up just like everybody else, and he of course comes with the most important Paul Bearer parts, that being the head scan, which we'll take a closer look at when we put them all together, and the urn as well, and also comes with a Chris Jericho, which is a cool head scan. I was contemplating swapping this onto my ringside exclusive, but I will not, so this is the same head scan as the entrance grates, and no tattoos. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting. He didn't have tattoos at this time. And the tight designs are actually pretty cool. It would be awesome to get an elite of this. I do believe the designs are the same, if I'm correct. And then he's got his kick pads that say Jericho on them. So this is a pretty cool basic. I'm getting more and more open to buying basics and using them. So this is very cool to have. It's another Jericho. I now have 4, which is my all-time high, I think, of having Jerichos, which is cool. But now, forget the basics. We came here to put together this man right here. Let's see if we can get like a bird's eye view right here of what I'm doing. We came here to put together the one and only, why is there a Chris Jericho head scan over here? Paul Bearer. So, let's see, where do we start with this thing? Well, I mean, I think we should start with that. No, we'll see the head scan for last. So, the first thing that we will do is apply the legs to the torso. So, I unfortunately popped it on off camera because it was giving me a little bit of an issue. But now we will put on the jacket. Let's not mess up the arms and put them on the right shoulders. So, let's just make sure. Here we go. We've got the left shoulder going in. What is up today, man? I can't do this. This other arm, maybe it's easier. Yeah, that's in. I don't know why the other one's giving me such a hard time. But this one is just not going in at all. Like, it's not even that... Is it in now? Oh, now it's in. Sweet! When I show it on camera, of course it wants to work. And finally, of course, the most important part of this struggling Paul Bearer is the head scan. Let's hope this doesn't give me a hard time like every other part. And boom! There we have it! Finally, a Mattel Paul Bearer that I have in my collection. Oh my god. We're going to be taking a closer look at this, and we'll probably even put him side by side with some other figures, so let's do that right now. So here we have Paul Bearer complete with his urn and everything all attached. This is the same urn that comes with all of the CM Punk Undertaker Battle Pack. That one, it also comes with the Punk. It's just your regular urn, nothing special about this one. Thank God they nailed this Paul Bearer head scan, because I think it's absolutely amazing. Because if they had made a head scan that just didn't work, I mean, this whole entire set would just be disappointing. But this Bearer is worth the price of admission, honestly. Love it a lot. I love the makeup near the eyes. Love the smirk or whatever, the mustache. Everything about this head scan is just accurate and awesome. The last time I put together a Build-A-Figure, I believe, was the Corporate Kane, and that just feels like forever ago. So maybe I just wasn't doing it right. I really don't know, but here we go. We've got Paul Bearer, and I want to put him side by side with two people specifically. We, of course, have the Undertaker, which we'll try to stand him up, and my favorite figure in my whole entire collection that you guys all know about, the Elite 12 Kane. And let's just see, who does Paul Bearer look better with? Is it Kane? Is it Undertaker? Let me know, because I absolutely love this Paul Bearer, and I recommend you get it if you want one. So, let's move on to something else.
Hello YouTube, CCWF here, and I would just like to talk about why I love the Wadfigs mail call. I really don't have a favorite episode, but the episodes, 43 I think it was, with all the CM Punk figures, that inspired all these three, gave me ideas for a lot. I have a lot more in my collection as well that I would love to show off on my channel that I've gotten started recently. And I think it's 34, with the Cesaro and the Austin and Vince McMahon. It's awesome. The fix-up are just great. And it gives me inspirations to make stuff like swaps like this on the ringside Jericho that just makes it look so much better. And it just makes collecting a lot more fun. These are fun to do, it's fun to customize, and I cannot be thankful enough for Wadfigs. If it weren't for him, I don't think I'd be customizing and collecting as much as I am now. So thank you, Wadfigs.
I just want to talk about why I like mail call and why I want to be on mail call. First off, I really like it because I love wrestling and yeah, that sort of thing. And I think it's very entertaining. And also, you have a really big collection. You're really talented when it comes to making customs and just the fix-ups. And like, I've never clicked videos so fast before. Also, my favorite mail call was the one when you had those 3 Finn Balor's, those customs. Those were awesome. I really like that, and I just think you're really talented, and I love to be on that show maybe once or twice. Well, just once actually, to be honest, sorry. But yeah, it'd really be cool. So yeah.
Hey YouTubers, just that good here to make another video. This time we're doing a kind of like a shout out video to YouTuber Wadfigs, and he's doing a video saying we'd be in his series Mail Call, where he unboxes figures and fix them up and customize them. He's a pretty good customizer. So my favorite episode of Mail Call is Mail Call 11 is my favorite because he unboxed 2 of my favorite wrestlers. Well, Kevin Owens. Actually, he unboxed this exact figure, and he unboxed Burnout Inc.'s NXT custom Seth Rollins. I don't have the custom, but it's a Seth Rollins figure. So yeah, choose me, Wadfigs.
Alright, you guys, here we have another package from eBay. This is a basic figure, I believe, if this is even my package. And I had to get it before the price raised on this thing, so let's get the tape off and let's open this guy up. Oh, there we go. Don't even think I need my knife. There we go. So I think that might just be good, sorry for all the noise, to get this package opened. And here is just one basic figure. Here we go, so we've got this opened up. Man, this is pretty badly packaged, but it's whatever, because it doesn't matter. Inside of here, there you are. This is a basic Shelton Benjamin, fresh off the announcement of his return. We've got a basic right here that I want to make an elite someday. I don't think I have any of the parts to do so right now, but you know, it's whatever. It's still pretty cool. Like I said, I'm opening up more and more to basics. Taking a look at the face scan, it does look exactly like Shelton Benjamin. I might get a paint job done with his black hair, because I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of this golden whatever standard Shelton Benjamin, although of course he's always been awesome. He's got a tattoo on his left shoulder and arm. Also has some black wrist tape. The tights are pretty awesome. They are gold with black trim, and they've got some really cool dragon-esque designs on there. So that's awesome. He's got some large black knee pads, which I'm probably going to swap out. And then he's got the kick pads with the same design on the side of the tights. So perfect timing to get this Shelton Benjamin. I personally am so excited for his return. I can't wait. SmackDown's probably going to get a whole lot better when he's there. And in terms of making an elite for him, I was thinking about a couple of parts. I definitely want to use a Kofi Kingston torso. And I might use one of the New Day figures and then thigh swap it. But once again, I'm not 100% sure exactly, because I don't have all the parts right now. And once I do, I mean, you can guarantee you'll be seeing an elite Shelton Benjamin on my channel. So with that said, let's move on to something else. Alright, you guys, here we have another package from Amazon, or an envelope, actually, with a women's figure inside. Ever since I got that Sasha Banks, it's really inspired me to start getting more women's figures, because I absolutely love it. And I've been having my eye on this one for quite some time, especially after Burnout Inc. reviewed it, so I think you guys already know who this is. And as you can see, well, you can't really see now because it's wrapped in bubble wrap and whatnot. It's... let's get this out, man. So much wrapping. See, this is good Amazon packaging. If you're a mock collector, I don't know if this is a different seller on Amazon, because this is wrapped very, very well. Oh, that's going to be annoying to unwrap. Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize, everyone. Alright, we've got the basic... oh my god! Hey! We got the chase belt! Look at that. Right when I mentioned Burnout Inc., we get the chase belt. This is actually my first one ever. And I didn't order it with it, so that's actually pretty cool, but I can tell we got the chase belt and a pretty bad head scan, so I guess that's the trade-off. But let's go ahead and open this thing up, because I'm very excited to have this. But hey, you know, it's Mail Call 50, so I guess the guy whoever sold it knew that this has got to be a special episode, so he threw in a chase belt. Boom, let's get this opened up. Here we go, we've got Natty out of her packaging. And like I said, I've been eyeing this thing for a while. This was 10 on Amazon, so I had to get it. And it's my first time ever having the chase belt, so we'll also take a look at that. Hold on, let me put this back. So here we go, boom. Got the chase belt, was not expecting this at all. Looks a little warped, but it is the same, really, as the WWE Championship, just with a gold strap. And I actually really do like this. I might use this for my videos or something. I'm not really sure. But that's awesome. And here we go, we've got Natty here. Like I said, looks like the trade-off for the chase belt was a bad head scan, because look at her eye. What is up with that? Is that just mine? She looks good from the side, not this side, but this side. And from the front, she does not look good. But, you know, it is still a pretty good Natty head scan. She's got her blonde hair with some pink stripes going in it. Stripes, is that what you call it? I don't know. And then she's got this really cool top, which I do believe comes off, but it is all sculpted on. Very cool. Very, very much a lot of details on here with the silver and the pink stripes. That's cool. Let's see if we can get this off. So this will be her wrestling attire, so to speak. Let's try. Yeah, we got it, I think. Yep, there we go. Comes off just like that. Pretty easy. Very, very nicely sculpted thing. It's really cool. Very cool accessory for a basic, nonetheless. So a lot of sculpting, honestly, on this figure. Just like her new top, which, you know, I'm not going to try to be weird about, but they did sculpt her new Alright, her boobs are bigger, alright? They gave her bigger boobs, and rightfully so. And she's got her silver top on, which is all... I don't want to touch it. It's molded on. Very cool. And then she's got her black top. All of this detail going down her abdomen is all molded on as well. And painted. Very nice. This is very cool. Going down, she's got more of that sculpt. Going down her legs. Nothing on the back. And then she's got some more going down on the sides, on both sides. What an awesome... This is actually a really, really cool figure. Yeah, I'm sure you guys want to see that camera angle. Very cool Natalya figure. I'm really surprised that they would even sculpt this much for a basic, let alone a women's figure. And it's really cool. And plus, we do get the bonus chase title. So there you go, Bernarding. That's what I get for mentioning your name. Maybe I should do that more often. And I really do like this Natalya figure. We are going to be getting one more women's figure, and then I will show you guys my complete women's collection. So let's move on to something else. Alright, you guys, so here's the deal. When I first made Mail Call 48 and I talked about having you guys in my video, I legitimately was worried that nobody would make a video, and like I contemplated not even posting that. And when I first uploaded it, I was worried, but within like the first hour, tons and tons of people uploaded videos. I think we got 15 in like the first hour, and as the days go on now, more and more people are making videos. So I decided, you know what, I need to not necessarily pay my respects, but I need to show everybody who made a video, because it's only right. You guys went out of your way to make videos, so we're gonna try to shout out every single person, see if we can get focused. Okay. And as you can see, I watched most of these, so I'm sorry I couldn't include every video, because otherwise it'd be 5 hours long. Here we go. We've got The Real Heel Jobber, Fozzie Figs, Eddie is Awesome, CCW Figures, Joe Laker. We got Colton, Taylor, Steelers for Life, ACG Figs, Milo 90444, Lucas, Jax, Lee, Wrestler Kid 2002. Let's see, Mr. WWE 360, Banana Man, Flaming Kanye, yeah, Conomac? Am I saying that right? I hope so. Thank you. Sean Winman, Wrestling Kid, I should say. Javen, there's me again. Chris Rule 69, Vincent Heath Nicholas, Captain Superhero, Matthew the Sausage. Thank you, Matthew, for making a video. Bro_Reviews, Karen, I hope I'm saying that right. Carmichael, DX Animation, Nathan Sexton, Awesome Guy, K123_WWE fan. Gian Del Valle, hope I'm saying that right, sorry, thank you. Spencer Ward V2, Ice Panda 2002, The Hunter Nitro, Chip Boss Costello, Figure Alright, Just That Good, Friends and Friends, Laser Tag, Spanky, Grayson Green, Warrior Gaming 70, Jason Awesome, Anthony, John, Lorenzo, I hope I'm, yeah, it's Lorenzo, Evan Gaming and More, Julian, 310 Vlogs, WBS Network, Why Figs More, Baseball Tech Deck WWE Fan, King WWE Fan 12, Tyler Kozma, Gator XI, hope I'm saying that right, 15, Braylon Smith, That Pro Wrestling Guy, X Gaming, James, John, and Will, Calendio, sorry, we got BW Figs, but shout out to him even though he didn't make a video. Stop Motion Scientist, Carb Stomp Customs, Omar123, the WWE Figure Collector, Mike the Wrestling Collector, Prankster Gaming's Jarrett Curry, Brian Christopher Baker, WWE Figure Fan, Jake Lee, and Best in the World Figs, or BITW Figs. So I don't know if this is everybody who made a video. I'm sure maybe some didn't come up, but regardless, if you made a video, I promise you I watched it, and I appreciate it so much that you guys would even take the time to make a video. So seriously, thank every single one of you who made a video. I really, really, really appreciate it. Alright, you guys, here we have our second to last package. This one is from Amazon, and I mean, I'll show you guys the figure, of course, but this is one of those figures that, like, legit for like 3 years I've been trying to get. It's nothing rare or anything, but it's been like, it's always on eBay, and I've always been watching it, and I just never got it. So this is from, I believe, Elite 21. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Alright, and as you can see, we got the Elite 21, get out of here, Rey Mysterio. And this is a really weird figure because, like I said, I've been trying to get this for so long. And it's not even rare or anything, too, but I haven't had an Elite Rey Mysterio in so long. And the card is bent. Oh, I thought that was broken off for a second. Yeah, this is all the way from Elite 21. I mean, just look who's in this set. first ever Elite Ryback, AJ Lee. There's a Del Rio, Honky Tonk Man, Randy Orton. I don't think I've ever had that Honky Tonk Man. But I think I've had everyone else. So yeah, there we go. We got Rey Mysterio. Once again, a very, very weird pickup. But I really have wanted it for so long. So it's good to have it. And that's why I love Amazon. Because every now and then, just like a couple episodes ago with that Elite Rusev, just weirder, older figures will appear sometimes for just a little bit over retail. And so I had to get this. Thank you once again to Amazon. As for the Rey itself, I do like it, but what I want to do is swap the torso with just a bare Rey Mysterio torso where he's not wearing the shirt. I just think that would look really cool. You know, I do like this top. I just would have preferred it if he didn't have it. So I think I'm going to buy, what is it, Elite 15, that yellow and purple one, I think. I'll buy that and then torso swap it. Or maybe one of the, what was it, the earlier Rey Mysterio Elites. So I don't really like those torsos. The newer ones are better. But here we go. We've got Rey. It's a pretty cool figure. You know, there's a lot to it, but I don't really want to get into it right now. I am a little bit tired. But yeah, I don't know if it's still on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's not. But if you don't have this and you need a Rey Mysterio, you know, I definitely recommend that you get this one. I think this is, it's pretty cool. Alright, you guys, this is it. This is the final unboxing or unpackaging here. Of course, this is from Amazon. Had to go out with Amazon. So yeah, I mean, we've gotten a lot of stuff today. So this is going to be the grand finale. And so let's just go ahead and rip this open. And it is another women's figure. And as you can see, this is the women's, that kind of sounds weird. This is Becky Lynch from Basic... I don't know. I don't even know my Basic series anymore. But yeah, I didn't really want this figure until I found out how long the Elite Becky will be coming out. So I just thought I had to get it. I believe it was a little bit above retail, maybe a couple bucks over, but I think it was worth it. And of course, I'll be showing you guys my complete women's collection. And of course, Becky is the newest addition. So let's rip her open, and then we can get into... Why isn't this opening? All of my other women's figures, which the collection has been growing specifically on this episode. I've already gotten 3, so here we go. Get her out. And when I first saw the images of this figure, I thought that the glasses were not removable, but thankfully they are, I believe. And how are they supposed to fit in? Whatever, we're not worried about the glasses. Let's get our whole women's collection together. Of course, we got Becky Lynch, if she'll stand up. We've got AJ Lee Fix-Up, probably my favorite looking one, I'm not sure. We've got the brand new, well not brand new, but the one we just got, Natalya. We've got Charlotte over here, who looks like she's about to fall down. I guarantee you one of these guys is going to fall down. Or girls, there you go. We got Lita, we got Sasha Banks, and then we have Bayley. Charlotte is the only one standing. So that's my women's collection. That's going to do it for the unboxings. Let's go ahead and head out to the outro. Thank you guys for watching this very, very special episode of Mail Call. I know it's very long. And if you made it this far, congratulate yourself, because I don't even think I could. Yeah, easily the longest mail call of all time, episode 50. I told you guys I'd make it special. And I want to thank everybody who submitted videos to be in Mail Call. And I just want to thank everybody who supports this series and my channel in general. You know, it really does mean a lot to me, especially as of late. We've been growing a lot, so thank you to everybody who just got here or who's been here for over a year or something. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now because I have a lot of editing to do and a lot of stuff to focus on. But I want to thank my friend WAW Network who made this awesome Mail Call 50 logo, which I absolutely love. So shout outs to him. So I think that's going to do for this edition. And as always, stay tuned to 51 and the next one.